Hello guys, this is Vysh. So hope you can see me here clearly, and sometimes there will be a little video glitch and audio glitch also. Maybe the lighting is not correct and many other things will be there because for the first time, I'm coming in front of you and trying to do a video. Okay, we have been giving lectures for you since the last 7 years. In 2017 mid onwards, I think I started my first Spectrum lectures, which is even now the most viewed Spectrum lectures in English medium. Okay, in Hindi there are many channels, but in English medium, I think even now Vysh IAS is like millions of views are there, and you can go as a beginning if you want to know how Vysh IAS started its journey and why it is very important to learn Spectrum and all, you will get from there. Okay, so this again, as I'm telling, the live chat is open. You can tell if any glitch is there and all, because we'll try to fix it. Okay, but still I think it will go through. Okay, the audio video, it will be a little bit glitch will be there, little bit maybe it is getting stuck or lighting is coming on my face too much, something will be there, you can tell me. Okay, so then the next video we can correct it. So here my message to UPSC Board. Okay, my message to UPSC Board, this thumbnail I have been showing you since at least 1 week now, and I told that I will make this video, but I did not want to simply for the sake of it, did not want to give you without analyzing the paper. Okay, so I have given the paper myself after the exam. I have tried it out and seeing how much marks it's coming out. So it's right that people are telling cutoff will go low, it will go low. The paper is tough in various aspects. It's not about what questions came, because there are very easy questions also which came this year from direct NCERT geography, from the R.S. Sharma textbook, and from Polity Lakshmikant. It was indirect, but there were 2-3 questions which were very direct also. So it's not like 100 questions are tough. Okay, there were at least like 25 questions which can be called easy. Okay, which any aspirant, even if you are a very weak aspirant, did not study too much, 2-3 months you prepared with the basic books, Lakshmikant, Spectrum, R.S. Sharma, you could have done that 25 questions. Okay, so remaining till 75, okay, is a big number. 75 is in the tough category, medium to tough category. So that I will show you, and it's not, again, people will think like, okay, now there is nothing which we taught came in the exam. That is not the reason. Okay, because this year also Vysh IAS test series was helpful. Okay, it is not as good results as last year and all. I think 45 plus questions came from our test series. It's not like direct dicto verbatim will come. That will never come. Nobody can predict what UPSC will ask you, especially because now they are putting 3-4 statements in one question. All the 3 will be from different sources. They are not asking related things. Okay, like example, the August 7th is a handloom day and August 7th is Swadeshi movement. You will learn that in 2 different tests. Okay, one you will learn in maybe current affairs, one you will learn in the Spectrum textbook. Okay, so we have to show you sources from 2 different places that we taught you, both one in current affair and one in this thing. So like that it can be indirect that way. Okay, else it is direct only, because both Vysh IAS have taught you. If you have simply learnt our 80 to 100 test which we give in a scheduled fashion, you can learn that. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to stop learning textbooks. You have to read the textbooks which I tell you, because in my timetable, which will come out soon for 21st aspirants, you will get a weekly schedule target. You have to read today NCERT chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter. Then I'll give you at the 7th day, I'll give you the test based on that test PDF. So that will have, if you have read it, you will see that this ditto what is there in the textbook, we have refined it in the MCQ format. So your reading, learning, understanding, solving is complete. Next is only thing revising it and then recollecting it in the exam hall, and you will see the ditto thing came in the question paper. This year also it came, that I will show you. Okay, geography NCERT, 4 questions came from class 10th, I think chapter 5 and chapter 14. Okay, 14 or 15 it came direct, the ocean related questions and all are ditto verbatim taken from NCERT. But again, I will tell you, okay, people missed to see that because the pattern shocked them. In the exam hall, they thought like, what kind of paper is this? Everything is assertion, reasoning type. So that I understand. Okay, so these things which you see on screen now, these things I will show in the next upcoming videos. Okay, one for Vysh versus UPSC where I'll show you 40 plus questions, and one for the 2024 this thing, okay, the test series launch. And 2025 also we are planning a 2-year big timetable, which again previously we have not done in any years, because we feel like 1 year is enough. 1 year is enough to prepare, but still there are students asking for it, so I'll try to do it. Now this UPSC exam, many aspirants, they give their entire time, maybe like 1 year, 2 year and all, they go and settle in Delhi, they spend a lot of money, they stop talking with friends, they sacrifice a lot of things. Okay, so after all this, when they go to the exam hall and then they see an SSC level GK question paper, okay, the serious aspirants will be really very upset. Okay, they will be disappointed, and that is justified. That is truly, I agree that, okay, it's not a joke that you are giving your entire year to preparing these textbooks, previous year papers, solving mocks, group studies, then your Telegram groups are there, your coaching PDFs, many things you are doing. After that they ask you like the chess tournament name is some Hamilton something. There is no need for a UPSC aspirant to by heart a chess tournament's trophy name. Okay, cricket tournaments itself people don't remember. Cricket, which is like a religion in India, cricket tournaments itself people don't remember. Why should a person that do men's tournament separately, women's tournament separately? There is no need for an aspirant to study. Last year also there were questions on chess. It was there on cricket, IPL or something. It was there. Okay, like the championship of the test or something. How is the finalist selected? There was a question on that last year, but there was 2-3 questions. Okay, this year there are 30-40 questions of that level of GK. Understanding, which is of too much factual in nature that no one can teach you also. Even if I tell, okay, I taught you that, there is no need for you to by heart it. So we can't tell 2024 whether they'll go with the same GK pattern or they will do some changes and at least make it 50-50. Okay, like 50 questions they will do a very tough GK level and 50 questions which is of UPSC standard. Okay, one reason I can think is they want to make everybody on the same thing, meaning a veteran aspirant should not get any advantage. Everyone should feel like a shock in the exam hall, or maybe the cutoff of UPSC they want to take it to a very low level so that we keep continuing to tell that UPSC is the toughest exam. Okay, because 2016 the cutoff of prelims in general category was 116. Okay, 116, and then it went after that it has not gone up below above that. It has gone lesser, and last year it was 88. And the way it is going now this year, it can go up to maybe 75. Okay, the way I am thinking, okay, when I attempt the paper, I analyze the paper, I talked with students, most of the people, and by chance if they clear the morning paper also, most of them are failing in CSAT. So, and there is I think I put a post also that the Supreme Court, somebody has put a PIL or something like a plea has been put to the administrative tribunal that the cutoff of CSAT from 33% should be brought down to 23%. First thing, it is not going to happen. Okay, because if it becomes 23% and all, people will simply go and blindly put something and they will pass. Okay, which will be equivalent to what happened now in the morning paper. Many non-serious aspirants are going to pass this year and they will write names. You wait and see for the result which will come in another 8 or 10 days. Many non-serious aspirants who did zero studies or maybe weak studies, they are going to clear this time's prelims. Okay, and many serious aspirants are not going to do also, not going to clear. The reasons I will show you when you see the questions, you will understand. So this is not a joke. That is my very first point. And logic, there should be some logic for asking something. Okay, Switzerland is the second largest gold producer in this world. There is no logic to ask, or there is no reason that this time it came in news or something like India overtook it or Switzerland recently overtook someone. There is nothing which happened. Okay, it's a general static fact. Like next year they'll ask like which is the tallest building in the world. They'll simply ask it. There is no reason to ask it. India has no contribution. It's not a landmark which happened recently this year. Okay, or like the mountains as per their height, put it like Mount Everest, then Kilimanjaro, this whatever. That height, if they ask, that is not a UPSC question. That is pure SSC question. Have you seen SSC question paper or PSC question paper? I'm asking the people who are giving only UPSC as their exam. Okay, there will be like who is the chairman of Pepsi company, what is the market capitalization of TCS, like, and options will be $3.2 billion, 3.5, 3.7, 3.8, meaning that minute number, right? That was asked this year. This year it asked like India's merchandise export share of the world in the world is I think how much they put, 3.2%. Okay, and if they put also, usually UPSC put drastic numbers to test the knowledge of students whether they know that okay, we are only this much, it cannot be that much, meaning very drastic number they'll give. Instead of if it was 5%, they'll put 50%. So people understand, okay, that much cannot be possible practically, and that is what they test, logic they test. Here they are asking you the GK, the fact, because merchandise export, the actual number if you see is close to 1.9 or 2%. Okay, India's share, merchandise export share is around 1.9 to 2%, and service export share is close to 4%. Okay, so they gave the option 3.2. Okay, so 1.2 and 3.2, how much difference is there? This much close options you do, students in an exam hall, even if they read last year's economic survey or something and they saw like, okay, it is close to 2%, they would have thought like, okay, by the time now exam is set, maybe our share increased, we are doing a lot of exports and all, maybe it became 3%, so it is correct. That's what you will think in the exam hall. So that much close values you give, you are actually making fun of the aspirants. You are asking without zero, like any logic you are asking these questions. Okay, so this all doesn't mean you have to start hating UPSC. Still UPSC will be our favorite. I will be continuing to teach UPSC, you will be continuing to prepare for UPSC, but there is a change in the way you approach it. Okay, first thing is confidence. UPSC in personality test, what they do, they don't check your knowledge. In interview, they don't check your knowledge. They see whether you have the confidence to tell no, you have the confidence to tell something even if you have never heard about it, or you should learn to leave the questions which is of not your category. So these things now in prelims also they are testing. In prelims, a very confident person like going for an interview, you should go for your prelims paper. Okay. You will go there, you will see, okay, this is assertion reasoning, this is some out of the context, I have never studied, or maybe African, like this year, like cobalt producing, which is the highest cobalt producing nation. Again, a pure GK. Okay, they could have picked up any mineral. Okay, lithium, cobalt, cadmium, they can pick anything. Okay, like gold, one question came, mercury, one question came, coal reserve, everything number terms it came this time. That is the problem. Usually it will ask like coal causes pollution, or this will cause something. That is the logical question which UPSC asks. They change it to factual. Where is the highest cobalt reserve? Switzerland is the second largest gold reserve, or somewhere else it's the bordering countries. This thing, it's being ditto perfect. There's no thinking or logic there. That's a fact, means that's a fact. Okay. So that is the main difference which happened this year. So again, I am telling UPSC you will continue, but your approach has to be changed. Okay. And then again, toughness level increasing in UPSC is totally valid. UPSC has to increase the toughness level, because when these many people go and give the exam, UPSC is not a selecting exam. It is a deselecting exam. Okay. It's not a qualifying exam. It is a disqualifying kind of exam. They want to disqualify maximum people. They don't want to take many people. They already know that they need 8,000, 9,000 people or 10,000 people maximum who should go for the mains. That is fixed. After that only they decide, okay, now I will cancel out many people. That is why they are setting tough paper. But increasing the toughness doesn't mean asking everything in the universe, that too in a 2-hour impractical exam duration, where every question you have to spend 5 minutes to solve it. Then you can't do it. Okay, 5 minutes, if you take 100 questions, you need 500 minutes. Okay, you have only 120 minutes. In 120 minutes, how will you solve, read it, understand it, and options also? Okay, that is the biggest change which happened this year, the pattern. Okay, instead of asking 1 only, 2 only, 1, 2 and all, where you can at least, okay, like there are 4 books and authors given, you need not by heart all the 4. At least the, which is very popular, okay, very popular done by maybe Chanakya or Vishagadatta or these things, which is, at least I am not telling very famous, at least in standard books it's available, okay. People have at least a chance of seeing it or hearing it for once in their lifetime. Such things they should ask, right? This is like which you cannot even pronounce. Okay, last 2 years also it came, Jainism, some books and all which came like Amrita Kavya Mahajana Sangam, something like that. If you put, no, first thing is you go and understand whether it's a Jaina text or Buddhist text or a Hindu text, because all the things look same. And then on top of that, the remaining maybe 3 things they gave, second and third you know, but options are what? How many of the above, not which of the above, how many of the above are correct or matched correctly. So now you are stuck with either only 2 are matched correctly or only 3 are matched correctly, because the one you don't know. And they purposely put that such a lengthy book name or something which may look, and the author also will be someone which you never heard. Shiva Sundar, Soma Sundar, something which you put, which is not there in the textbooks. That is the main problem. I am not telling that toughness. The toughness means from where you will ask, from Wikipedia you will ask, from wherever in the planet is there you will ask. People can't study that, students can't study that. Even if we taught, I can tomorrow take all the textbooks and put a free lecture for you. And then I will claim like, see, it's that 16th chapter, 14th line, 16th paragraph, it is there. I will claim it. We will tell, okay, Vysh IAS taught it. But what will students do? They watch these many lectures, do these many mock, and the exam hall, they expect that they recollect that also. Factual information with zero logic. That is the problem here. So you are selecting civil service aspirants, bureaucrats, future bureaucrats who have to solve problems in the country, who have to be in forefront when a disaster happens. You need someone who will do something, such a thing for the country, and you are actually taking a nerd person or a geek person who will simply by heart quiz books for you. Okay, 7th standard, 6th standard, we will go for quizzes, right? Bonvita quiz championship, that quiz championship. Like the quiz championship will be there, we will by heart, which is the tallest mountain, which is the tallest river, this thing, longest river, largest river, by volume, by value, by this thing. Full pure GK by hearting, at least 30-40 plus questions came this year. So this GK is the one which made in the exam hall, students were stuck now. What if they gave a wrong number there? What if it is wrong? And then they are wasting, because next there are 2-3 easy questions. Because of this tension, you missed that also. So the problem is with the pattern of asking, not in the questions which they are asking. Okay, so that I will show you. So here if you see, current affairs of one full decade, like 2002 they had the Arab Peace Initiative. Arab Peace Initiative was initiated by Saudi Arabia, and it is like the Arab League is the complete Arab League versus Israel, okay, for the Palestine issue and all. Israel is never going to sign a complete deal with all of these. Okay, commonsensically that question was solvable actually, but current affair was there that Israel signed with I think Jordan, with Bahrain and Egypt, 3-4 countries. So one statement was like Israel has signed treaties with few of the Arab countries, some of the Arab countries. That is okay, logical current affair, every month it was in news, you know it. Second statement, initiated by Saudi Arabia, Arab Peace Initiative, Israel has signed it. Okay, so commonsensically you should have known that they will not do a complete thing and ideally tell like, oh, Israel is for Jewish people and Palestine for Islam people, that they will never sign. So that way you could have solved that question. But still, that thing which is of their internal affairs, which India has no role, You need not have by-hearted these things. One example, just one example. There are 3-4 questions like that. USA and EU, what they signed, European Union. Okay, or European Union, inside they have a stability pact. In that pact, what are the clauses? Okay, here Indian clauses our students won't remember. If you ask a Coastal Regulation Zone Act or Arms Amendment Act, if we ask some these things, provisions of it, you won't remember. Maybe constitutional political article related some things you remember, but every particular act was asked this time. Official Secrets Act was asked, Evidence Act was asked, Terrorism Act, Prevention of Terrorism, Quota Act 2002, that was asked, and again a few more, the Arms Amendment Act, all these things, the provisions, Prisons Act 1784 or something, every kind of act was asked. So how will a student by heart these many? Okay, that is the problem. It's pure by hearting. Whoever by hearted or whoever did that tukka, B, C, they are going to go through. Okay, that day your luck was good, that day your memory power was excellent, you will go through. Others who did hard work, some will clear, some will not clear, and that people is the one who are very sad and messaging me also continuously. This much hard work they did by themselves from different teachers, including Vysh IAS, they are disappointed. Okay, so we can't do anything, but this is a learning for you that UPSC is evolving to change itself into the normal other central government exam also. So one thing you can do is either stop giving this exam if you have given 3+ or 4 attempts and already not clearing prelims. You can have a plan B. You can give some other exams. You can give some other SSC, BSc, NABARD. There are many exams, that also, and UPSC also, so that at least something goes through. Okay, if you are so desperate for any job and financial responsibilities are there or something like that is there, you can have a plan B. But if you are financially okay and then you have always a later backup plan to go, even if after 5-6 attempts are over, then you can keep trying. Okay, but in a different approach. A good test series you should solve, a good disciplined timetable you should have for the 1 year, and you should solve maximum previous year question. You should listen to mentors like us who tell us, who knows better than you. Okay, at least respect that fact. Okay, many people, when they come on our WhatsApp and all, they talk as if they know everything. Okay, you just send me notes. You just send me the Spectrum PDF. You just make do that. If you want that paperwork, no, you should not contact especially Vysh IAS. We are very strict. We treat you as a person who don't know anything about this exam. You don't know anything. You don't know how to read newspapers. You don't know how to make notes. You don't know economic survey, what is the importance of it. There was something called Rajya Sabha TV. You don't know about that. You don't know anything. So I'll give you my foundation and then shape you. In 2 weeks, I'm telling you, 2 weeks, 14 days, you watch my 25 videos. How you were standing on June 1 and how you are standing June 15, if you saw my foundation, you will be at a very high level. You will be equivalent to a veteran aspirant who gave maybe 5 times the exam. You will be equivalent to them. That much knowledge you will have. That is my guarantee. Okay, I have done that foundation 2-3 years back. Okay, but still I am telling you, it is totally valid even now. So that is about the first thing you have to do. Okay, then Vysh versus UPSC, that I'll do. Now the questions will show you whatever I am discussing or why I am telling UPSC asked out of context many things. Okay, so how much should a student study? Okay, for history, what are your sources? Okay, you can tell in the chat also. Whatever is your source, you will tell, okay, Spectrum, Bipin Chandra, partition, what is it, Plasi to Partition, that book is there, very big, which history optional student study. Then NCRTs, class 6 to 12th, okay, that itself how many are there? 6 to 10 itself, like 5 books are there, class 11th, class 12, 3 textbooks are there. Okay, then there is Tamil Nadu textbook class 9, 10, 11, which includes total 6-7 books. Then there is R.S. Sharma Ancient History, Satish Chandra Medieval History. So total how many books are there? 13, 14, 15, 16 books you study for a single subject. Out of the 100, this time modern history came 4 questions, just 4 questions. Okay, total 13 questions came, ancient plus modern plus this thing. Art and culture and all, I think 1 or 2 questions came. Buddhism, Jainism, 1 question came. So for this you study 16 textbooks and go. And UPSC decides I will not ask from any of the 16 textbooks. I will ask from Upinder Singh textbook, which is an old NCRT, which has 1000+ pages. Okay, 1000+ pages, which is the biggest history textbook I have seen. And in that one page, right? One page of Upinder Singh. Whenever you know history terminologies are there, like example this one, Vattakiruttal, but it will be there in italics or something in the textbook. Others will be in normal text and the keywords will be in italic. In 1 page of Upinder Singh, there will be at least 15 words which are italic, meaning 15 terminologies are in 1 page. So imagine in a 1000-page textbook, how many such keywords will be there? The king is suiciding, king is doing something, for king is paying tax, farmers are paying tax, for everything there is a historical term. Okay, especially if you take Sangam literature time and all, their Tamil names and all these things, everything has a different name, everything. Okay, so this many, like 15 into 1000 pages, these many keywords, they are expecting that you will by heart and go. Okay, studying is still okay, like tomorrow I said, well, I will put free lecture, you will study. Will in the exam hall you recollect each and every of these words when they put very close options also. That is why I am telling how much book should a student study. This is my clear question to UPSC board. Okay, I even challenge UPSC board to give this exam. I am telling you, one history teacher would have said history questions, one economic person would have put economic questions. So you people give this exam, 100 questions. I am telling you, you won't pass. Okay, you won't get more than 75 marks, which is last year's cut-off comparison. I'm telling 88 marks. A UPSC board chairman or anyone won't clear this, because the paper is set in such a way that in 2 hours you can score up to 75 questions or 70 questions only correctly. Okay, meaning plus minus everything you do, that much marks only you will get. Not 70 questions, 70 marks. Okay, you will get around 35-40 questions, which is doable. Net you will get, and around 75 to maximum 82. Okay, by chance your few tukkas became okay. 82. That's what I'm thinking. 82. More than 82 if cutoff comes. That means many people who did that blind guessing, all of them have cleared. All of them got 85, 95, 100. That's why the cutoff went high. Okay. This is what I think. So this is, I'm telling Upinder Singh, this thing verbatim is there directly. So this, what we'll do coaching industry, because they think like UPSC think like, okay, we have attacked the coaching classes. Everyone will shut down now. Instead, coaching classes are going to boom now. They will tell like, okay, Upinder Singh special video classes. Come on. 999 rupees, pay. We'll give you 20 lectures. Upinder Singh. People will go and buy. Because people by now know that questions came from Upinder Singh. So they want somebody who will teach it, because practically you will not sit and read 1000 pages gist of Upinder Singh. Important keywords from Upinder Singh. I will start selling books now. Many will come and buy. So coaching class is actually going to boom no matter what UPSC does. It is the students who is going to suffer, especially who it is 4th attempt, 5th attempt, 6th attempt and all, who with all their effort they went to the exam hall and they are seeing a GK paper. It's very tough for them. Okay, so that is why I thought somebody, okay, what is right, what is wrong. Somebody as a teacher who is concerned about the students should come forward and tell this. That is why, as I told, last 6 years I have never come in front of camera and spoke to any of the students. So this is the first time I did, and I think the way exam is, I should come more often and talk to you. And this question, if you see, it's not the question's problem. Question is okay. The options, only 1, only 2, only 3, all 4. How many of the, if you see Devi Chandragupta is this, I think Vishagadatta, it is there in 2-3 textbooks, it's there. Milinda Panno is there, including your NCRT lower class, it's there. And only problem, confusion there is like Nagarjuna. Actually it is written in the books like Nagasena, but in R.S. Sharma it is given Nagasena and Nagarjuna is same person. I have taught you, there is my free lecture there. I think chapter 15 of R.S. Sharma, you can go and see the lecture. Or in Vysh versus UPSC, I will anyway show you. So these two people, serious aspirant, studied the books. Non-serious aspirant won't know any of this. Okay, a serious aspirant knows that one is correct, one is wrong, because it is not given Vishagadatta. One is wrong and Milinda Panno is correct. Okay, so now you are like, one of them is correct, one of them is false. But still in the example, what you will do? You have never heard of this Hamira Mahakavya, you have never heard of this Niti Vakyamrita. Okay, this is what I'm telling, I can't even pronounce some of the things. Okay, Niti Vakyamrita and this thing, Hamira, these two are not there in any of these textbooks which I have listed here. Okay, it is there in, I think Upinder Singh might have, as I told, 1000+ pages. Makhan Singh NCRT is there, Makhan Lal Singh or something is the name. I heard that textbook now after the exam got over, because I was researching for where these keywords are there. Okay, Google, when you search each keyword, it will list down NCRTs or the books or the Google history books are there. There it will show. So there I saw that this is ditto. They are listed in one paragraph only, all these 4 names are listed together. So I am sure that UPSC the board saw this particular book, Makhan Lal Singh 2002 edition NCRT. Okay. So again, I will tomorrow start lectures of this. So my YouTube channel will run very peacefully. My courses will run very nicely. But what will students do? That is the problem here. So again, these keywords, okay, again, a few more questions I'll show you from the same Makhan Lal Singh. This question, Bajar Caves and Sita Naval Caves are there in your R.S. Sharma, in your fine arts textbooks, in your Nitin Singhania. So practically a student who is serious, okay, for non-serious it's tough actually. Serious aspirant, you would have at least heard this, you will relate it, okay, I've seen it. In Vysh IAS, direct question is there. Same thing, Sita Naval in news, in context of history is related to which one? Answer Jainism. Vysh IAS question is there in our test series, okay. Baja Caves also with the revision chart and with the question we have. I'll show you this in the next video, okay. But the other one, problem is Besnagar, the word Besnagar. You control F in your all textbooks, history textbooks, it will be there only in Makhan Singh textbook. Okay, which you don't have obviously, I know that. So Makhan Singh textbook, it is there. And problem is, Besnagar is the old name of Vidisha district. Vidisha district is in Madhya Pradesh. And that we have taught you. Why? Because in R.S. Sharma or the new textbooks, right, new NCRT, there is, I think, Heliodorus pillar. There is a pillar in Vidisha, Madhya Pradesh, which is actually for Vaishnavism sect. This was set up. So here, that is what they have asked, okay. But in every textbook which you study, you would have studied this Heliodorus pillar, Vidisha, Madhya Pradesh, Vaishnavism, you will study and go. Exam hall, they are decided to ask instead of Vidisha, okay, they will ask Besnagar, which is the old name of Vidisha, which is not available in any of the textbooks. Understood the point? That is available only in Makkan Singh, where they have told Besnagar, which is the old name of Vidisha, here Heliodorus thing is there. So they asked the thing which is there in your textbook, but something, a factual extra information which is not there in your textbook. So in the exam hall, especially here again, only one, only two, or all three. You know that 2 is correct, you know 3 is correct. In the exam hall, what you will do? Only 2 or all 3? Because the Besnagar is not there anywhere. No coaching taught you, no books it is mentioned, no sources it is there. You cannot tell Makkan Singh is there, and so that's why we asked. UPSC cannot ask such questions and torture students. So else you should give the elimination thing. 1, 2 only, 2, 3 only, that thing, so that they can at least understand, okay, this 1 is something which we never heard, at least I want to eliminate it. Okay, here it's like very risky, this kind of options in the 2-hour duration. That is another problem. It is very, very risky. People will get stuck there, or they will think, okay, it is correct only, all 3, and you will get minus 0.66 marks for this. Okay, if you skip it also, your 2 marks will go. So anyway, it is a loss for a serious aspirant. For a non-serious aspirant, it's very easy. They will see like, okay, how can all 3 be true? One of them should be wrong. Let me put only 2. They'll simply put only 2. Okay. So that is why I'm telling, many non-serious aspirants, because of their tukka, they are going to clear. Now animals. We at Vysh IAS also taught you almost every animal, like tigers are there, or as I told, cheetahs are coming to India from a different country, or maybe elephants are news back to back due to some reasons in many of the states. Like that, many things are there, a reason for asking. Okay, simply you decide to ask like squirrel, okay, a random animal, nothing happened. There is no squirrels, IUCN status got tampered, or squirrel got extinct, or newly squirrels are introduced here, or we shipped some squirrels to other country. Nothing happened. Simply UPSC will ask, okay, squirrels, let me ask what time squirrel wakes up, what time it goes to bath, what it will eat, whether it will eat and then again sleep. These kind of silly GK they have asked this time. And not one animal, 4 animals, like the 7 animals if you see. Squirrel is there, orangutan, which is the animal which makes a stick and then takes out insects. Okay, that means you have to watch National Geography now, Discovery Channel now. You have to learn the habits, lifestyles of all the animals. Okay, this is nothing related to a logic. Okay, this is a pure GK. Okay, it's not like you sit and observe a orangutan, or you, if they tell a justification like you should have observational skills, you should have general awareness, you should know what is happening around you. Then next year they will start asking like giraffe, they will ask hippopotamus, they will ask any wild bird or animal, randomly they will ask like who builds house that way, who builds house this way, who lives under the water for half an hour. This kind of things a person practically cannot study. You cannot study in the exam hall. That time when you read it, you feel it, you can do it, because no coaching will like one by one animal teach you. Okay, that is for, as I told, SSC PSC exam, there they will teach you nocturnal animals. And nocturnal animals also, there are many things like slender loris. There are many sanctuary which was recently set up in India. So because of that, that was in news, and that is an nocturnal animal. So that I can understand. There was a current affair, maybe even 1 year old. But because of that reason, you are asking specifications, because we have to know the lifestyle of something which is newly coming to India, or maybe going out of India. That is understandable. Randomly asking lion-tailed macaw, this Malabar civet, sambar deer, these 3 animals you have heard. I know you are as UPSC aspirant, you have heard this, because we would have taught you the IUCN status of it. We would have shown you in maybe the Shankar environment textbook the list of some animals which are there in this type of forest or in grasslands. That way, habitats also we would have taught you. But exactly whether they are sleeping in the daytime or night time, nobody will teach you. Nobody will teach you. No, I don't think in any textbook it's written. Okay, even in Shankara's environment, it's the most popular environment textbook. Nowhere it's written like these are the list of nocturnal animals and these are the list of other day active animals. Okay. Then this one question which is okay to be asked this year is the waggle dance of honeybees, because I think late 2021 or 22, there was a news article in Hindu where that headline was like that. Okay. The secret behind waggle dance of honeybees, a headline was there. So that makes sense. UPSC is asking or expecting students to have read the newspapers. Okay, so that is one question I will agree that, okay, there is a reason to ask. Okay, still it is tough only in the exam hall between butterfly and honeybees. Many students were stuck. Okay, and wasp was in news for multiple reasons. So many people thought wasp is the answer. So that this happens. Okay. But other questions, okay, the squirrel or the orangutan or the random animals nocturnal is a very difficult GK question. Lifestyle of an animal, you need not prepare. Okay, so I don't agree with these kind of questions, and that is why I named this like my message to UPSC board. This paper is not at all acceptable in terms of certain questions. Okay, then the National Handloom Day. This year they asked, I think, another National Water Day also, and the Constitution Day, you can see here. Luckily, the Constitution Day question was very, very easy. Why? Because in assertion reasoning time, statement 1, 2 type questions, right? If you know that one of the statement is wrong, then the option comes directly, because elimination is possible there. See here, here it is statement 2 is incorrect, here it is statement 1 is incorrect. In option C and option D, you can see if one of them is incorrect, you can directly come to the answer as C or D. Okay. But and here the good thing is, if you see the second statement is 26 November 1949, that is which you all would have studied in preamble. You by heart and go in preamble. On the day 26th of November, we hereby adopt and act this and give ourselves this constitution. We have told that. So that means that day constitution is ready. But here they are telling that day they set up the drafting committee under Ambedkar. Understood the point? So that statement is wrong, and everyone will know that. So that you can eliminate that statement 2 is incorrect, and that is why the only answer which will come here in that case will be option C. Statement 2 is incorrect. So you don't have to read the first statement also. It's a complete elimination question. But other one, okay, I'll tell you the catch here. 7th August is declared as a National Handloom Day. GK, you have to know. That is the 7th August is the day when Swadeshi movement happened. It's a history question. Now, question is not over. Does statement 2 explain statement 1? Did we decide that National Handloom Day is on August 7th because that day was Swadeshi Day? That is what they are asking. The third thing. It's not just asking true or false. Is the second one explaining the first one? That is also there. Here actually it is correct. Option A is the answer. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is correct. Statement 2 explains statement 1. Okay. But I am asking, in case in the UPSC exam hall, you didn't know this fact, and in exam hall they gave the second statement as Mahatma Gandhi set up the some khadi something, okay, some cloth related something he did on this particular date. In exam hall, in that pressure, you will think that and that is correct only. Maybe that is the reason that we are choosing National Handloom Day on this day, and you will mark and come. Understanding? So a serious aspirant and a non-serious aspirant comes on the same level by this kind of questions. It's not only your knowledge, some little bit guesswork also you have to do. Because I know that you know it is August Swadeshi Day and all, but exactly on August 7th you may not remember, because August movement later will come in August, Quit India movement will come in August. I think many important things happened in August. So everything like this is 7th, this is 14th, this is 12th, this is 9th, this is a GK level question. Understanding? So that is why these questions again I am telling how much deep should an aspirant go, and under pressure, this is that thing. India accounts for 3.2% of global goods export share. It's actually 1.9% or something. So this much close value, difference of 1% you giving, and you expecting that student should remember this. Okay, that is where this is. Here actually again statement 1 is wrong. Statement 1 is wrong means what will be the answer? Directly it will come to D. Statement 1 is incorrect, because in all three other options statement 1 is correct. So if you know 1 is wrong, you directly get the answer, but remembering this number is the catch. Okay, the other one, the most blunder question of this year, 100th question in set number B. President's election happened, everybody studied president election, everything and all. Vote value also, I think already 2 times it came in prelims. So we all taught you the vote value of an MLA is equal to the population divided by the number of assembly seats which are there in that place, and this is all fine. So first statement is fine, second statement is fine. Okay, you can because it's there in textbooks and it is logic also, everything, current affairs also, everything covered. Now they decided to ask, you sit and do CSAT problem. You do CSAT in the GS paper. Okay, you do that. Calculate, you should know the population of Arunachal Pradesh, Puducherry, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, and then you should know the number of assembly seats there. Then you should sit and divide. Then you should find, okay, vote value of Kerala is lesser than Madhya Pradesh. The vote value of Puducherry is greater than the vote value of this thing. You have to do proper CSAT in the GS paper. This is what they expect you. In how much? 60 seconds or something you get for one question? You have to do this. Okay. And options again. This much is okay. On top of that, only 1, only 2, only 3. When you have to sit and solve all the 4. All the 4 if you know, only then you can do this. This is like toughness plus toughness plus toughness. This one question is equal to 4.5 questions. Okay. 4 to 5 questions you are making them solve in 60 seconds, and they expect people to score or clear prelims. My message to parents also who are thinking like my children are not like good for anything. 3 years back that person's son gave UPSC and he cleared, or that day this person gave cleared. Toughness level has changed. A very serious aspirant cannot solve this question this year. So my message to parents, don't shout at your children for these kind of things. Okay, these are some things which cannot be solved. Even if we as mentors or teachers who have this much experience on UPSC, if I go this question, maybe I'll skip it because I think this is like calculation involved or time taking. I will skip this question. Okay, but that sense, okay, that will come through practice only. Like which one to skip and which one not to skip. Next year also my message to students is, you don't have to be topper in prelims. You don't have to put your ego inside you like, President chapter I studied, this one I should not skip it. I will definitely do it. This is my favorite topic. Ego, keep it outside the exam hall. You are going to somehow compete with the people who have like you studied or maybe not studied are going to give the exam. So you have to just beat them. Person sitting next to you in your exam center, if this many people came, you have to beat them. In your place, you have to be number one. Then overall in the list also you will come. Okay. So you have to understand that this question I see, I don't know. Simply don't waste my time. Just skip it. Flip the page. Don't have that hesitancy to like hold there. You don't know means you don't know. That means others also don't know because nobody has studied more than you. You have done all your hard work. You have done all your effort. You have every right to understand that, okay, this question, if I don't know, he also won't know. So why take the risk? I will do the easy questions first. Turn it. You will see a very direct Charter Act 1833 question. 2 marks. Instead of wasting your time on this president question, which is unsolvable by anyone or whoever solves it, no, his 5, 10, 15 minutes would have gone there. So he would have missed many other questions. In that gap, you go and solve another 10 questions. Got the point? So this is the message I want to give you, and I'll show you more questions. Jhelum River question. Suppose I go to exam hall, I didn't study this. Suppose I didn't study. Okay, I will read it. Jhelum River passes through the Vular Lake. Okay, both Kashmir related. Okay, true. I will mark it as true. Krishna River, Koleru. Okay, somewhere Andhra it is going. Okay, true. I will mark it. Okay. Answer I will tell you last. So for me it is like 2 statements correct. Third one, meandering of Gandak River formed near the Kanwar Lake. Okay, it is in Bihar. But I have no idea. Okay, I will think it is wrong. What is my answer? 1 and 2 is correct. So what is my answer? Only 2. Only 2 is my answer. Actual answer is 1 and 3. Okay, Koleru Krishna is wrong. So a serious aspirant who understood, studied it and did the answer as 1, 3. A non-serious aspirant like me, suppose I went and I thought answer is 1, 2. We both will mark only 2. We both will get 2 marks. Understanding the problem with this year's pattern. Logic, both of them applied. Serious aspirant applied, non-serious aspirant applied. But my answer was different, 1, 2. His answer was 1, 3. We both will go and write mains. Okay, because my luck got okay. Other person's hard work got okay, my luck got okay. Okay, here answer and the reason I'll tell you why it was asked. Kanwar Lake, you were supposed to know because we have taught you also. Kanwar Lake is the first Ramsar site in Bihar. Okay, as part of 75th Independence Day, Prime Minister and everyone was going on like bulk declaring lot of Ramsar sites, meaning giving the list to them, and the Ramsar was getting approved and everything was like Ramsar site. Okay, Ramsar site, if you don't know, it's a high protected wetland thing in the country. So to make it like 75 wetlands in the 75th Independence Day, we had only 40 wetlands or something, which was under Ramsar site. We bulk approved 30-35 sites. So UPSC thought we will ask about them. So Kanwar Lake is in Bihar. Gandak, there is a river, and Gandak related that sanctuary, Valmiki, some sanctuaries there in Bihar. Through that Gandak river passes. That also we have taught you. So that if you related, you will know that the Gandak river and both are in Bihar, and maybe that should be correct. Okay. But in that case also some people will think like, okay, all 3 are correct. Because Krishna and Koleru is again little tough. Okay, ideally this thing, Krishna river passes, Koleru is like between Godavari and Krishna. Both are in Andhra region, between that. So it's not like it directly feeds it. There are some other sub-rivers which feeds it. So that is why 2 is wrong. Answer is 1, 3, which is not there in the options. Answer is only 2, which anyone serious or non-serious aspirant will go and write prelims because of the idiotic format I will tell, which came in this year's prelims. Okay. Now this one is small farmer large field. Small farmer large field, I think in 2016 or 17 or 18 maximum, not beyond 18. Orissa, some farmers decided like, okay, if we small farmers come together and then make it like a large field and do like a together like we do a farming, it is more beneficial. And that model was adopted from I think Vietnam, who did it again decades back in their place. And that one mention somewhere agriculture minister would have done in the recent economic survey or somewhere. So they decided to ask the definition itself. What is small farmer, large field? And all the options are kind of same. Farmers coming together and doing farming, farmers going and collaborating with contractors and doing farming, farmers getting some funds from government and doing farming. Everything looks almost the same. So a person who never heard of it cannot solve this. Else the answer here I think will be many marginal farmers in an area organize themselves into groups and synchronize and harmonize selected agricultural processes. Okay, so that option B is your right answer here. But again, these are not something which is a very significant news item which should be asked. Every scheme which was asked was older schemes. Okay, Janani Suraksha scheme was asked, Anemia Mukt Bharat was asked, this everything was older current affair. And they asked again factual information, 2-3 clauses about that, and then below they gave the options only 1, only 2, only 3. So again you have to know every clause. Janani Suraksha, not like you should know like it's for mother and child, it is for the first child. That is not enough. You have to know like other than nutritious foods they provide, non-nutritious activities they give, cord clamping of babies are covered under this. Every clause of that scheme was asked. Every clause. So, I'm telling 1 question is equal to 4 questions. So, 400 questions solving in 120 minutes is not practically possible. See, random GK. Switzerland is one of the leading exports of gold. You can tell that because we will know whether India is exporting or not. That we will teach you and students will study. And in economic survey it is listed also where all we export. So India exports from Switzerland. High gold we import. Okay, so Switzerland is one of the leading exporters of gold. Fine. Second one, it is the world's largest gold reserves in the world. Okay, so that also coaching classes are having 2 interpretations, whether they are asking the that IMF gold reserves which they have in their bank and all that gold reserve, or they're asking the practical geographical location mines kind of gold reserve. Okay, either case if you take, Switzerland is not the one. Okay, Switzerland is not the second one. Okay, reserves type I think it will be USA then, and I think Australia, Russia, these countries are all ahead of Switzerland. Okay, Switzerland will come number 5th or something when it comes to the bank reserves. When it comes to mines also, you know, Africa we have mines, Australia again we have gold reserves. So again Switzerland will not come in the top 5 or top 10 when it comes to that statement. So that is why second is wrong. If you know second was wrong, then again answer directly you will get it as C. Okay, so that's why I'm telling GK. Like next, and it's like random country, random mineral. Next year they'll ask like randomly, Tanzania is the largest reserve of polymetallic nodules, or maybe potassium reserve or mineral. Any random mineral, any random country, you take and equate for no reason. As I told, this year nothing. Switzerland did not achieve anything. They did not become the top, or maybe India did not overtake them. Nothing happened. Random GK. Okay, so random GK means it is a pure SSC PSC type question. Okay, this one, I don't know how many you by hearted Official Secrets Act 1923, Indian Evidence Act, Arms Amendment Act. Only that Arms Amendment was easy because one thing is a little recent, 2019 it was amended. You would have remembered that news item where I think in Bihar or UP somewhere this they have this gun firing in the marriages and functions and all. They have a gun, everyone, and they fire in the air for their celebration. Okay, so by mistake it hit a child or something and I think child died. So Arms Amendment Act was Arms Act was, which is an old act, it was amended. It was amended, and the celebratory gunfire which can endanger other person's safety, that was included as a clause. So that if you against 4 years old current affair, if you knew that news item, 3 is correct. Okay, but again other 2 are like whether the uniform of police problem, or if the police officers work you are interfering. Okay, these 2 can come in the Police Act, it can come in the Prisoners Act, it can come in the Official Secret Act, the Evidence Act. Unless you by-hearted all the clauses of these acts separately, like a revision, you made a chart and all and by-hearted, you will correctly not know in that exam hall pressure. Okay, here actually second one is wrong. First and second both are in Official Secrets Act. Okay, now many coaching class will again, as I told, printed notes of all act will give you. So our business will boom. Okay, whoever is teaching you, we are happy. We don't have any issue. UPSC go on disturb the students, but our students will be sad. And when students are disappointed, when their results are coming poor, we will obviously be sad. Especially genuine mentors like Vysh IAS, we will be sad. I don't know about others. Others will be happy. Like I see, like many are now launching CSAT classes, 6 months CSAT class, 12 months CSAT class, because they understood there is a business scope there. Okay, just because CSAT questions came tough, that doesn't mean 1 year fully you sit and study for CSAT. They will put a course 49999, 299, like that. They will give you daily mentorship, daily classes, 10 mock tests. This much time is wasted on CSAT, right? Which is again 33% question paper. Your GS will become problem. You have to maintain balance between both the papers. Okay, not fall for this instant traps which these coaching people do. First thing, you need a full timetable, which I will be doing in 2-3 days. Then you have to understand like from where the questions have come. That also I am teaching you. Then whether this teacher actually cares whether you pass or not. Okay, whether they are giving you after you fail also, are they staying with you? Are they talking with you at least in WhatsApp or this Telegram where they forcefully added you? Okay, I have contacts of my students since 2016. Whoever, because I started my channel that time, 2017. From that time, whoever have contacted me, everybody's phone number I have, everybody's email ID I have, everything is with me. Okay, and I personally reply. It's not like I have a team to interact with students. Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, I will reply, everyone. Okay, so you should know who is guiding you properly. Second one, the sports awards. It is like not a new thing. UPSC will ask awards. Here the options are the problem. Only 1, only 2, only 3 means this is like 4 questions. This is not 1 question, this is 4 questions. You have to know all the 4 of them, whether it is correct. Okay, so you know Drona award is Dronacharya. Basic mythology, if you know, Dronacharya is a coach or a guru. So that will become correct. Arjuna award should be the best player. So, but here they are telling lifetime. So that should be wrong. So that kind of guesswork you can do. Okay, that's something. Whoever is guessing, they also will clear. Whoever studied and went, they also will clear. That is the catch here. Okay. Then Khel Ratna award, they are telling outstanding performance since the last 4 years. It looks okay. Okay, so I am telling, I am guessing. Suppose I am a guessing student. Okay. And the last one is Khel Protsahan Puruskar. But what are they written here? Recognize the contribution of sports person even after their retirement. Okay. So that is little away for me. In my guesswork I am telling. Okay. So that is wrong. So that way, wrong, right. If I do guesswork also, if I studied all this with notes and gone also, we both are in the same platform. Only thing is the person who studied are a little bit confident that, okay, mine, this is correct. But what is the point of that confidence? Result when comes, both of them got 2 marks. Understanding? So that is the problem with this option pattern, only 1, only 2. Okay, chess tournament. India is hosting the Olympiad for the first time. You should study that. You should study that India is hosting for the first time. In India, Chennai is hosting it. If it has any logo or mascot which we design, that is always expected out of an aspirant to study. But after that, the men's tournament is called Hamilton tournament. The women's tournament is called some Veranda, some name is there. Okay, given. Okay, I think Menchik Cup. This exactly. Now tomorrow, like suppose some children junior trophy is there, or maybe something like that is there. Old age people's trophy is there, or some betting of that is happening. For that there is a name. You cannot by heart all these trophy names. So this is GK. Half they asked current affair, half they asked GK. It is okay. But see the options. Only 1, only 2, only 3, only 4. You have to know all the 4. You have to know current affair, you have to know GK, you have to have that ability in the exam hall to come to the answer. That is the problem. Next, again, one of the most blunder questions which I hated the most this year. Consider the following statements in respect of national flag. Flag code was in news, it was amended, and in Lakshmikant flag code appendix was removed this year in the latest edition. So various reasons are there for which you should know a little bit about the flag code. And main thing you will study is the colors. You will study the significance of the colors. You will study when we adopted the flag around the Independence Day time. Then the flag who designed it, the history of the flag also, because the Navy, that ensign, everything was changed, and also flags, everything you will study. Even the number, the ratio, the flag is 3:2. That also you will study. But the statement, the exact measurement, okay, now 3:2, again CSAT. If we put 3:2 of the flag, 600 by 400, 6 by 4 is again 3/2. Okay, so you in the exam hall will study, okay, I studied confidently, 3:2 is written in the textbook. So the first one is 600 to 400, statement 2 explains statement 1, correct. Okay, but in Indian flag code, due to some reason, this number alone is not given. They have given 9 different sizes which are valid. 9 different sizes, like 1300 into 900, whatever comes 3/2 ratio, right? They have given 9 different sizes. One size above this and one size below this is there. Meaning 900 into 3/2, how much it will come into 600 or 400, whatever. Okay, 900 by 600 is a valid size, and below 400. So what is it? 600 to 400. That is 450 into 300. That will come 3/2, right? 450 into 300. That also is valid, I think. But in between, which is there 600 to 400, is not a listed valid number of size of the flag which is there in our flag code due to some reason. 9 sizes they have approved. This 10th also, I don't know what harm is there if they approve it. Okay, it still is 3/2 only. If you make a flag of that size, I don't know what problem is there, but in a flag code, that size alone is not there. So UPSC expects you that you should know not only it is 3/2, you should know that these 9 sizes are listed in the flag code or in the Wikipedia. Wherever you search, it will come. Wikipedia page, flag code, you search, it will come. Okay, the table, 9 sizes. This exact size is not there. So statement 1 is false, answer will come D. Statement 1 is incorrect. Because other 3 options, statement 1 is correct. This is the level which they are expecting in the exam hall. Anyone, okay, because we also did not teach you. Okay, suppose I had to do this question in the exam hall, I will say, okay, 1 is correct, 2 is correct, 2 explains 1, my answer is A. But I will get minus 0.66. I will get minus 0.66. Even after studying this much hard for flag code, every dimensions, every color code, everything I studied, I did not know this exact value is invalid due to some reason which government knows. I lost 0.66. Okay. Next is again that vote value question. This again I'm telling horizontal versus vertical. Whatever I told you is horizontal learning. About flag, everything you studied. Upar se. But now they want that in depth. 3 by 2 fine. In 3 by 2 what all is there? What all values are there? That is called vertical learning. Again the president selection, you know what value is by population by state assembly. But now sit and study the by heart all the population, all the assemblies of each of the states. Or you by heart the table by heart. Like this value is 8, this value is 6. Like that you have to by heart the values. Else you can't solve it. 100 question. So how much deep you should go? Okay, international current affair, Israel question I already told you. They are dealing with something with someone. You Indian bureaucrat don't have to know. Okay, you should know that Israel has a problem with Palestine. You know that Israel should have maybe recently signed something historically, like Trump coordinated and they had the Abraham Accord. That was in news last 3 years repeatedly. Instead of asking Abraham Accord, they asked the predecessor thing of that, which is not in news, the Saudi Peace Initiative, Arab Peace Initiative, and which is wrong. The second statement is wrong because Israel did not sign with the entire Arab League. Israel will not sign also in future. The Netanyahu 2018 rejected that openly. So again, it's a 5-6 years old item. But UPSC asked, and they expect you should know Israel what are they doing daily. Okay. Next one, USA and EU. They signed Trade and Technological Council. Okay. So Trade and Technological Council (TTC), India has signed with EU. Understanding? So you will study it. But EU went and signed the TTC with which all other countries? Why should you study? You will study like, okay, India has a TTC with EU, with USA, with Japan. India has. You will study if it has. But India signed something with some country. Now that country went and signed with tomorrow Fiji or Nepal or Bhutan or Myanmar. Why should you care? So this is an international affair of a different country where India is not involved, and this is the first time UPSC is asking like this. Okay, else they will ask. Like what is the name of this pact? TTC was in news related to, suppose India did not sign it, still they will ask, it was in news related to, and options will be European Union, Australia, Japan, China. You will select European Union. This was the type used to come. Now they are not only asking the countries which other countries signed, and within that what are they doing? Statement 2 explains statement 1, that you have to tell. US and EU claim that they will control the technological progress, and that is wrong actually. But that falls under the international deal where India is not involved. You have to study. Same like the last question. Stability and Growth Pact was in news, and with respect to which country? Answer is European Union. That question used to come, and they will ask also. Like Australia's they have asked, Japan's they have asked. They have asked in the last few years. But now within that act, they have given 3 clauses. You should know whether all 3 are correct, and you should after that only 1, only 2, only 3, all 3. Understand? Meaning 1 or 2 is not enough. You should know exactly what Europe went and made a pact there. All their clauses you have to by heart. Else you can't solve this. Common sensically you can do, because here if you see they have to share the infrastructure facility and they have to share their technologies. So it looks very awkward. I will delete both of them as my guess working ability, and then I will tell answer 1, and that's something the guessing person, serious aspirant, both gets the same marks, because the pattern is like this. I didn't study, you studied, no matter what, we both got 2 marks. Understanding? So my message to UPSC, like the title, ask tough questions, make UPSC tough. But every student is not like overnight preparing for this exam and coming. They are giving their 1 year, 1.5 year, fighting with their parents, maybe fighting with their spouse. They have problems every year, financial issues, family tensions. On top of all that, they sacrifice, maybe without electricity also some people sit and study in the dark and all. Many problems are there. You did all this hard work as per your syllabus, as per UPSC's given syllabus, as per UPSC's pattern, as per UPSC's question papers. Everything is done. Then you go to the exam hall and you are like actually literally trolling the students. Okay, you study and come, I will ask GK. I will ask which is the tallest mountain. I will ask how that animal behaves. I will ask whether squirrel is swimming in the water. Okay, no reason. Squirrel not in news, water not in news, but squirrel and water is there together. Tell me. This is what UPSC is trying to do. Okay, so either define the prelims syllabus properly, limit it. It's not like we tell this when we start. Every exam is like they ask everything under the sun, but UPSC is like everything under the sun, including the sun. Okay, they ask about that also, corona, photosphere, everything about the chromosphere, everything about the sun, that also they ask. So either you limit your syllabus, or let the aspirants know what they have to prepare, or increase the time duration from 2 hours to 3 hours. Understanding? So when you do that, people okay, this is like not 100 questions now, it is equivalent to 400 questions in 120 minutes is not solvable. Because this year's cutoff will now be the lowest in history, that I can tell you, lowest ever in history, it will be the cutoff, and whoever is lucky, they are going to write the mains. Whoever is serious also will write the mains, but whoever is non-serious also will write the mains. So there are many stupids going to compete, okay, along with the good aspirants. Okay, there are always good aspirants who will reach there, but there are many people who don't deserve it, will give the mains. And maybe in that 3 months they will go special coaching, something and study, write lot of answers, maybe their English is good and all, they will go through and also they will become bureaucrat after doing the guesswork in the biggest eliminator prelims round. People who guessed are the next IAS, IPS officers. Okay, so by preparing or not preparing, students' result will be same and guesswork is going to play a major factor. So my message to UPSC board is, review this, make slight changes here and there. You want to ask the tough level GK, like in SSC and all, if you see, they define it clearly, 25 GK, 25 English, 25 awareness, 25 GS, like that they give you this, before you go to the exam hall, they tell you that. Here this 100, all 100 can be GK, all 100 can be GS, all 100 can be textbook. There is no idea from where question can come. This is the biggest syllabus in the country for any exam. You take MBBS exam, you take CA exam, you take any exam. There is no unpredictable, like surprising paper like UPSC ever in this full world. People keep telling this NEET, IIT, JEE and all this stuff. It is tough, but they at least know that, okay, physics, there is like 7 books are there. That big 7 books I study and go. I know that questions will come from there. It's up to you to by heart all of them. Or you study some formula, chemical formula, something to understand organic compounds, non-organic and all. You will have a logic to it. Here there is no logic. They will ask whatever they like. You come to the exam hall however you want to. You are going to get shocked. You are no student is there who came out of the exam hall happy this time. Whoever came happy, they are the non-serious aspirants. You see that videos, right? People with mic could be standing out of prelims hall and telling how was the paper, how was the paper. So they will tell easy, I did 80 plus, I did 90 plus. They are the ones surely who did not study anything, because we mentors who have been researching on papers, we can clearly tell you there is a drastic difference in the pattern. There is a toughness level. How much ever I tell 40 plus questions were solved over from Vysh IAS, 40 is a low number. Remaining 60 who will do? 40 you teach them, in 40, 20, 25 they will remember. How will the students still pass? Understanding the point? Vysh IAS who covers the maximum number of questions and lectures free for you. If we can't cover, then who in this country will cover? So I hope the message is clear. Anything, if I crossed the line in between when I was talking or something, maybe it's what, because of this excitement or this thing about complaint which I am telling to UPSC, which I usually don't do. Maybe that is why it maybe went beyond the thing. Anything is there you can tell, okay, because everybody will have different opinions. But I did a research last 6-7 days now, prelims got over. I have researched the paper one by one, the source I have inquired. I have checked how or why it was asked. I told you reasons also why these things came, like that Kanwar Lake and all. Okay, so it's a reason. It's not simply they made the question, but the pattern, only one, only two and all, or the statement, explain statement 1, that doesn't allow the student to solve it in the exam hall. That is the problem. So message to parents also, don't scold your children. They have done their best. UPSC have just played a game which you have to catch up. In the next attempt, you have to catch up. And now everything is not bad. Easy questions are there. Easy questions, 25 questions direct. 4 from Geography NCERT, 2 from R.S. Sharma, 2 from Spectrum, Lakshmikant, 2 or 3 questions like the total. And 4 questions were easy because the options were like that. Like some organisms are something like living underwater. Some organisms can live in extreme climate. Some organisms, so some when you deal, everything will be correct. Understanding? It's like all the above. So such 2-3 questions came, which everywhere you could have put all the above. That you would study or not study, you could have done. So that I categorize easy questions, because an ideal aspirant will know that. Because in this world, anything is possible. Some microorganism living on the tree, some microorganism living in the water. So that you will know, all are true. So such total 25 easy questions came. And 50 marks you would have got if you went with confidence, which I told in the starting of the video. Full boldly you went and flipped, okay, I don't know. Search only the best questions. 25 you will get, and 50 marks you have secured. Now you have to do the guesswork. This is the strategy for next year onwards. Okay, you have to do the best easy questions in the first 45 minutes of your exam hall. Remaining 1 hour 15 minutes is to play with UPSC's minds. What they are trying to fool us, we have to catch that and we have to counter it back. Okay, and we have to show that you put tough questions, still I'll clear. Okay, this confidence, I will help you build it. You stay with me, just subscribe and stay with me. My videos alone will be sufficient if you listen to me sincerely. Okay, so any problem, tell me in chat, comment, WhatsApp. I will try to do more videos. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.